G'day campers, Ben from Snowy's here today with Oztent's RV3 Canvas Touring Tent. It's what Oztent claimed to be a 3 to 4 person tent. Realistically, it's a comfortable 2. You fit 3 reasonably easily, but I'd stick with 2. Now it's quite long packed. This is the bag it comes in. So 2 meters of pack length. It's about 27 centimeters by 21 centimeters. So you are going to need a roof rack or a trailer to transport one of these guys. But if you can work that out, then you get the benefits of a tent that's really easy to set up and it's tough and durable. Now if I talk about the fabrics, it's an 8-ounce ripstop waterproof poly cotton canvas throughout. It's a tried and tested fabric. They've used it for years and it's a top performer. Now the windows, doors and the vents are all a fine no-seam mesh, an insect-proof no-seam mesh on the side here. There's a window at the rear. We've got doors at the front here which has a mesh panel in there as well. And looking at the floor of the tent, this is a heavy-duty heat-welded PVC tub floor, really durable. The frame of the tent inside here and the poles at the front are a durable aluminium. So the tent's made to last. It's made for outback touring, it's made tough. That does contribute to the weight though, at about 22 kilos for the whole package. If I move around the side of the tent here, show you the features around here. First thing we see are these little pockets. These have got guy ropes inside. There's one of these on each side, so when it is windy or if you've got to set up for a long period, we always want to set the guy ropes up. Haven't done that today. This is an internally adjustable window, so there is a storm flap inside here, so you can open and close it from inside the tent. As we come around to the rear here, there's 2 more guy rope pockets on each side here with guy ropes contained within. And along the back here is a long mesh window with an externally adjustable storm flap. Now if we were to close this down, there's 2 setup options. We can either zip it completely closed with these zips down the side here. It overlaps quite a lot, so offers storm-proof protection. We can roll it up as it was before, or there's 3 guy ropes attached and a little stiffener bar in the middle here, so we can actually peg it out as a gusseted awning like this to keep the rain out but allow the breeze through. Just coming back around to the front of the tent here, up on top of the tent you'll notice a zip here. That's for attachment of accessories like the fly sheet. We'll show you that in another video. There's also zips that feature in the awning here and Velcro tabs. These are all for attachment of optional sidewalls that allow you to enclose this awning and create a whole nother room with your tent. Now talking about the awning, this is 2.4 meters wide and it comes 2 meters out from the tent here. Now I've got these 2 included awning poles set up at the front here. You could also set them up here. There is an eyelet here to create a bit of a peaked awning if you like. But ideally, these are used for the optional side panels or peaked side panels that come with a ridge pole, so you can create a peaked room at the front of your tent here. Now I'll just show you the entrance to the main tent here. There is double doors here, so you've got a mesh door and a solid door. These zip down the middle and across the bottom. In this solid door, there is a little vent in the top here that you can roll open with these tabs and leave it open. Now these are really important because this is a single skin tent, which means on a cold night with the warmth inside and the cold on the outside, you can get condensation on the inside. Best way to mitigate that is with ventilation, and these vents allow that hot air to escape so you don't get condensation inside. Last thing before we step into the tent is a little power access point down in the corner here. It's got a little tab on it. There's a zip inside there so you can close it up to keep the critters out, or you can allow a power cord to get in. Let's step inside, I'll show you what's in here. So inside the RV3 here now, we can see the alloy frame, the internal alloy frame. It's important to know that you can replace all of these parts in this frame here. So should you occur any damage, you can get all new pieces and get your Oztent back on the road again. Looking at the rear of the tent here, we've got that full length window with the external storm flap that we talked about. On each side here, 2 more windows with the internally adjustable storm flap, so I can zip that open and roll it up while I'm inside the tent here, or close it up later at night when things get a bit chilly. You see the PVC tub floor here that comes a fair way up the sides, and this bar that goes right to the rear of the tent, so you've got plenty of sleeping space. Last features I'll mention inside are the 2 storage pockets, one on this side, one on the other side over here, just to keep your essentials at hand. Now in terms of sleeping space inside the Oztent RV3, it's the first one in the series that you can realistically fit a decent sized stretcher widthways. So it's 240 centimeters in width and it comes back 200 centimeters. Now, we get a lot of questions about whether you can fit a stretcher in these tents, because you do need to consider this slope at the back here and how much that reduces the space you've got for a stretcher. I've got an Oztent Goanna stretcher here. I'm going to go and grab it and put it in and show you how it fits. So I've got my Oztent King Goanna stretcher in here. Now it's only going to fit widthways this way. Lengthways like this, I've probably got about 170 centimeters at a stretcher that's 48 centimeters high, like this guy here. This actually sticks about 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters out the end of the tent here. Widthways like this, it fits fine. This is 210 centimeters. The inside of this is about 240, but I'm going to struggle to fit two side by side. Two of these side by side is going to be pushing into each side of the tent and creating rub spots. To fit stretchers side by side in here, you're going to have to get pretty small, narrow stretchers or very low stretchers, probably 80 centimeters or less in width. But for one stretcher and some gear, it's pretty comfortable. That's pretty much all the features for the Oztent RV3 Canvas Touring Tent. You can pick them up off our website at lowest prices every day and free delivery to just about anywhere in Australia. I hope that was useful. We'll see you next time.